Hey YouTube, it's me, Aspect here, back at it once again with a new video. And today, I'm talking about my first impressions of the Call of Duty World War II beta. So, I managed to get my hands on the CoD WW2 beta this weekend, and it was a lot of fun, to be honest. I grinded like crazy. Like, you don't even understand. I played this game so much, and all in all, I had a lot of fun. I definitely feel like this is the Call of Duty to revive the series sort of thing. So in this commentary, I'm just going to talk about a few of the positives and a few of the negatives as well that I found with this beta, because of course it is a beta, it's not the full game, so there are going to be a few things that people will think need tweaking and such. So this is just what I found in my experience. Number one, when I first jumped into the game, I did all my settings, like my sensitivity, my button layout and whatnot, and to my surprise, I discovered that the button layout that I usually use isn't in the game, which is bumper jumper tactical. Neither of the bumper jumper layouts are in the game, so I honestly think that they should add that in. And with all these positives and negatives that I'm talking about right now, I will be going on their website and their Reddit and actually leaving feedback. That's one thing I haven't done over the past few years with these new betas. Obviously, they're never going to know this unless you go on their feedback form and submit some feedback. So I'm going to do that with the hopes that they actually, you know, see my messages and maybe other people have said the same thing, and then, you know, they might incorporate it. So yeah, that was number one. Then obviously I jumped into a game and noticed there was a bit of motion blur. I mean, it's not as bad as IW, it's not as intense in terms of the motion blur, but it would be kind of nice to have the option to turn it off. But it's not that big of a deal. The more and more I played, the less I noticed the motion blur was actually in the game. Tried to invite some of my buddies to my game. The first thing I noticed was that I believe this is a bug, but the first thing I noticed was that the menu buttons are almost the wrong way round. So when you click on social, on the social tab to invite your friends, and you click on their profile and you try to invite them, you have to press circle to confirm each like selection in the menu, when usually it's X, and then you have to press X to cancel out of it. So it's like the wrong way round. I honestly think that's a bug and they didn't mean to do that. So yeah, hopefully they tweak that. Just little quality of life things like that. We're obviously all used to pressing X to confirm things and circle to go back, so hopefully they switch that around. That shouldn't be too difficult to do. So after jumping into a game and getting a few kills, the first thing I noticed, as did many people, is the kill feed time on this game. The kill feed time is a bit weird, honestly. It's very slow. It's like AW pre-patch maybe? Or post-patch. I can't remember. There was another game like this where the kill feed time was really off. All they need to do is add maybe like a second or two more. Like, make it like the other Call of Duties, base it off of a kill feed like, not MWR, because MWR was too long in my opinion. Maybe like a kill feed such as Black Ops 2 was a good one. WW2 is another good one. Just that sort of time, you know. I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds, those kill feeds, which is perfect. But yeah, as I got more and more into the gameplay, I realised that the sniping is a lot of fun. We've got 2 snipers to choose from in this base. So we had the Commonwealth, which is the bolt action you're seeing in this commentary, and we had the Carabin, which was a semi-auto, which is not as good as the Commonwealth, but it was still quite fun to go for headshots with. We had the Reg scope and we had the 4x scope, which people are calling the quote-unquote ACOG scope. Both are really fun. They both aim in at the same speed, but the 4x scope is, in my opinion, better for close range. The maps are nice. Honestly, the maps are very good. They're decent size. Obviously, we haven't seen all the maps because this is just a beta, but you still got that 3-lane kind of structure and layout. And the map size, like I said, is great. You know, they're not too big like some of these past Call of Duty games we've had. Another thing I noticed in the kill feed as well was the headshot kill feed icon. I really am not a fan of the kill feed icon right now. It's not noticeable enough when you get a headshot. Same with the sound effect as well. There's no iconic kind of ding, you know what I mean, like the iconic World at War headshot sound. We need something like that that really stands out when you get a headshot, like a really like meaty sound, so that you know that you've got a bit more than just a normal kill, if that makes sense. So with some of the new things they've added, like play of the game, I think that's a great addition to the game. Honestly, play of the game is fantastic for people like me who snipe and, you know, do things in the middle of the game, not necessarily at the end. I can understand why it might be frustrating for trick shotters though, honestly. I kind of feel bad for them in that sense. I do believe they should go back to final kill cam for game modes that are kill based, so like free for all, TDM, maybe even search and destroy. Maybe do like a final kill cam for each round and then a play of the game at the end, because the rounds are so short that you don't really get a play of the game each round, or at least a decent one. Possibly even kill confirmed as well. I'm not too sure about that one, because it is, I guess it is kill based, but then it's kind of objective based, so it's a bit of a weird one, but I'm sure you catch my drift. So there is that new game mode that they added called War. Obviously with the sniping community, there's a lot of people saying, oh, you know, you can't play this game mode, the clips in it aren't usable, it's too easy, it's like Safeguard from Black Ops 3. But at the end of the day, it's a beta, it's not that serious. People are going to play what they have the most fun with, and what they enjoy the most, so there's that. But the first thing I noticed with War was that the turrets, they need some sort of cooldown, or they need to overheat, should I say. In previous CODs, the turrets and the tank turrets as well, they overheated after a few seconds, so you couldn't just constantly spray like you can on this game. So I'd like to see that incorporated. But all in all, that war game mode is a lot of fun. I did notice a small bug, which I'm 99% sure is a bug, and I hope they fix. It was when you go into the last chance time period, which is when you're on the objective as the timer runs out, and you get an overlay on your screen with red writing that says last chance with a little timer underneath it. Basically that stays on your screen until the end of the game, and I think that should go away once you move on to the next objective, sort of thing. I think that's all the points I've noticed so far this weekend. I might notice some more obviously the next weekend, but yeah, all in all, a very fun game. I had a lot of fun this weekend. This COD doesn't really feel like any other COD that I've played before. If I had to put a name on it, I'd say it seems like a cross between Advanced Warfare, which you guys might be thinking, what the hell is he talking about? But hear me out. It sounds like a cross between Advanced Warfare, obviously because of the engine that it runs on and just the physics of the game in general, and Call of Duty 2, obviously the setting and the snipers and the way that they scope in and stuff like that. It does feel a lot like those two games merged together. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be going on their Reddit page and on their feedback page on their website and leaving feedback with all these points that I've mentioned throughout this video. And I definitely recommend that if you guys agreed with any of these points, I definitely recommend you go on those pages and do the same also. But yeah, expect a lot more WW2 content to be going up on my channel over the coming weeks, and I'm looking forward to the final version of the game. But yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like. If you are new here, then please be sure to subscribe, and until next time guys, I will see you in the next video.